Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I've got a little bit of news for you today. We are getting 2 new creator kits next week. I'm kind of excited for these ones because one is a makeup kit and the other is like a mudroom hallway. It's called a mudroom kit, but it's like got various pieces of furniture that like belong in hallways and stuff, mudrooms, entryways, all that kind of stuff. So I cannot tell you how long I've been waiting for better makeup because I really don't like the makeup that's in the game right now. Not that I use a lot of makeup or particularly love makeup or even know how most makeup works because I don't. But my Sims like to get dressed up every now and then, so they could use a little bit better makeup. But also, more so than that, as a builder, I have been waiting for more entryway slash mudroom slash hallway related stuff forever. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. Yes, kits are kind of expensive, and I wouldn't recommend just buying all of them just to have them because that makes no sense whatsoever. I don't even own all of them. There are a couple that I'd still like to get yet, and I'm working towards that. But there are a couple that I have no intention of getting whatsoever because I'm just not interested in them. Watch me change my mind in another year because I'm a little bit of a completionist. But that fact aside, if you don't feel like you need to have every pack for the game and you don't love a certain theme, do not feel obligated to buy kits because they will not be worth it and they will not make you happy. Kits can be a little bit on the expensive side, depending on what's in them and what's going on with the game and stuff. So, all of that being said, I think that these 2 kits in particular, more so than probably most of the recent kits that have come out in the last, I don't know, 6 months to a year. Wait, how long have we been getting kits for? It's been a couple of years now, right? Yeah. I think these 2 kits coming out now are gonna be some of the best. Not the best, there are a couple of others that are really awesome too, but I think these ones are gonna be really great to have in the game. So let's go over the screenshots. Here we are with the makeup kit. Now, I don't particularly love the look of the sim in the middle. I don't particularly love that makeup look. I don't know, it feels harsh. It feels not cute to me. The colors feel harsh, but I love the 2 Sims on either side. Theirs feel more natural, and just they fit their faces better. They just look, I don't know, nicer, I guess. I am seeing some highlights under the eyes and on the cheekbones, maybe a little bit on the nose and in the forehead, like between the eyebrows on a couple of the Sims. Like the last Sim, she looks like she has some cheekbone highlights and some nose highlights. The first Sim and the middle Sim look like they could have highlights on their nose, but they're very faint. And then they have highlights under their eyes. And then maybe between their brow a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's kind of what it looks like a little bit. It's not bad. It's really cute. Like I said, I like the 2 end Sims. I think they're gorgeous and their makeup is really nice. But the middle Sim, I don't know, there's just something that feels very harsh about that makeup look. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I've been out of the loop on makeup for too long now. But this is the only one that we get for this pack. Presumably because it's like a little bit of highlighting and then a few different lipsticks or glosses, and then a few different eyeliners and eyeshadows. So there isn't really, like, you can show off the whole kit basically in this one screenshot. The next screenshot that we're going to look at is the first screenshot for the mudroom kit. And this one actually has two screenshots because there's a lot more to show off on this one. This one's more up my alley. Sorry to all the makeup girlies out there, but just this one is more me. I'm more into building and decorating than I am makeup. I'm so sorry about that, but it is nice to have more makeup options in the game for sure because the ones we have are not good. But speaking of building, this would be great in hallways, in entryways. Like, this is my ideal perfect entryway setup here with like that low stand and some baskets and drawers and the mirror and the flowers and everything there in the center. I do also love the lockers, or whatever you want to call them. Hopefully, they work as dressers and your Sims can actually click on them to change their clothing. That would be cool. Rather than just decorative items. I assume that the cupboard ones, the ones that are fully enclosed, are probably going to work as dressers. That would be my assumption. The ones with the open shelves, though, are a little bit harder to know. And I want to say that the open shelves are probably empty and all those little things are decor that comes in the kit that you can put on those shelves. But that's a lot of items. I mean, I'm seeing mail, I'm seeing sunglasses and maybe a key, I'm seeing flowers, a mirror. Potentially, are those new lights? They look like new lights. New wallpaper, new floor, new rug, and possibly two new dresser armoire type things, or at least one dresser armoire type thing, and at least one shelving unit. I don't know, but it feels like that's a lot for one kit. So then again, that basket with the cloth hanging out is the same in all three places. Wouldn't they vary it a little bit if they were stuck on the items? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out next week which one of these are separate and which one of these are part of the object. But let's check out that second screenshot. Maybe that'll give us a hint. Okay, so I was wrong, thankfully. I'm glad when I can be wrong in a situation like this. Those shelves are empty, and the shoes, which I have been dying for single pair shoe clutter for since they added shoe clutter in with the everyday clutter kit, or no? That was Dream Home Decorator? Was it Dream Home Decorator? Now I can't remember. But anyways, we do have shoe decor, but for some reason it came in pairs of two. I think we have a few different options now at this point, and they all came in pairs of two, which I found to be really weird. Like, it could have been a single one and then two pairs and then maybe three pairs, and that would have made more sense to me, so you could kind of combine things and whatever, but they all came in pairs of two, like two sets of pairs. You know what I'm trying to say. So this is nice to get a single pair of shoes to put out and mix and match. Okay, shifting the image a little bit so we could see the floor a little bit better. By the way, there is like a black space on the end. That's because these screenshots are not the same dimensions as my screen. And if I enlarge it to be the same dimensions as my screen, we're gonna cut off a bunch of stuff. Like the fact that those upper cabinets were separate and potentially decorative items. And instead of those, you can put other clutter items up there, and you can fill the shelves with clutter items. A new purse item, I just noticed that, a new purse item. That basket is definitely its own clutter item. That is pretty fantastic. A new picture and a plant. I think they're separate though, because on the other one, the plant was on the other side. But anyways, I have been waiting for new coat hangers forever. Hopefully it kind of looks like there might be a few different choices here, so that will be nice. We won't have to have the one with the straw hat on it from base game everywhere anymore, even in more modern homes. I will say that this is a very like traditional setup, and I would have liked to have seen like a slightly more modern look as well to some of the stuff, but maybe we'll get that in the future. This is very beautiful all on its own, but there's a better look at that rug, flooring, and the at least two new walls. One full wallpaper and then one like board and batten type thing, wainscoting, I don't know how to pronounce that word, with the wallpaper above it. So that's pretty awesome that we're getting all of that. I am definite. Oh, and the bench. There's a bench that she's sitting on too. I wonder if the pillows are part of the bench or separate. That would be really cool to have either way. I like that. So yeah, this is right up my alley. I'm gonna have fun putting entryways, mudrooms, and just filling up hallways with all of this stuff in my game. So there you have it. Two new kits coming out on the 21st. And yes, I will be giving away one code for each kit. I haven't decided how I want to do it yet this time. Do we want to do it live on Twitch? Do we want to do it in a YouTube video? Do you want me to just post it to various social media places and you can enter there? Let me know down in the comments where you want me to put the giveaways at, and I'll do my best to see what we can do with that. But yes, just a quick little video to talk about those new kits coming up. Also, my room has changed again. We got some of the old furniture out of here finally, and I'm getting things cleaned up and organized and decorated. The only bad thing is this room is really small, so you can't actually see the shelves behind me, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping you could see them better behind me, but you're never going to be able to. On top of that, right here in the over here in this corner behind me, I plan on putting a chair, but you won't see that either unless I get a different chair with a lower back, which honestly, I might eventually do that. This one is okay, but it's no better than any other desk chair I've ever had, and I never lean back against it ever. I always sit way forward anyways. So yeah, I might just get a different chair so you can actually see some stuff back there. That would be nice, right? But yeah, and I hope starting next week I can be back to regular videos. We'll see. We're coming up on the end of summer right now. Life's been, lifing lately for me. And my daughter's gonna be starting school soon here, and I'm just trying to soak up the last days of summer with her as much as I can. But I am hoping to get back into regular videos very, very soon here. So on that note, don't forget to let me know down in the comments where you'd like to see me post the giveaways for these two new kits. Let me know what you think of the two new kits, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!